Good afternoon, boys and girls. This is Miss Addison. We are recording this help video to help you kind of really understand the area model and how to use base 10 blocks and a quick picture to show division and to show the relationship between division and multiplication. As you can see, we have 168 divided by 12. Let's rewrite that in a format that's easier for us to use to solve. We have 168 divided by 12, but now it's written differently. You might remember the box model from 4th grade. It looked something like this, and you might multiply two numbers on each side. Well, that's the same thing that we're doing in 5th grade. But I want to make sure you understand that the box model is another way of saying the area model. And understanding that vocabulary will be very important. You might also remember in 3rd grade that your teachers taught you that the length times the width of a rectangle would equal the area. Well, if you look very closely, the box model is a rectangle. And when we multiply the length of a rectangle times the width, we will get the area, which is the value of the inside. Let's make this simple and say that I had 22 times 18. Okay, well, in 4th grade, I would have written 22 in expanded form, 20 and 2, and then I would have written 18 in expanded form, which would have been 10 and 8. And we know that expanded form is when we write a number based on its place value. Then I would have multiplied 10 times 20 and gotten 200. Then I would have multiplied 8 times 20, which is 160. Then I would have multiplied 8 times 2, which is 16, and 10 times 2, which is 20. Then I would have added all of these partial products, and the sum of these partial products would actually be the product that goes here. 6, 9, 3. So the product of 22 and 18 is 396. Now what I want to make sure you understand is that all of this goes together. This is just like saying 22 times 18 equals 396. It's also like saying 396 divided by 22 equals 18. The model for the multiplication and the division all goes together. So let's see how this will work for the problem that we started with. So let's see what this would look like with the problem that we have. What's interesting here is that we're starting with division. So let's say that our division problem is a rectangle. The area equals 168, so that's the value of the inside. And we know that the length of one side is 12. Notice how similar these two pictures look. They look a lot alike. So what we're looking for is the length of this side, and that is known as the quotient. The unknown side of a rectangle, if we know the area, is known as the quotient. We can use base 10 blocks to help us solve this problem. And that's what we've been working on in class that a few of us have been struggling with. So let's take an opportunity to do that. Before we begin, we need to know that a flat is equal to 100, a long is equal to 10, and a cube, or for this purpose, a dot, is equal to 1. Here we have our long, our flat. It's worth 100. So we're going to model 168, but when we model 168, we know that we're trying to create a rectangle, and the value of this side needs to be 12. So we're going to put 2 longs here. And we know that the value of this side of the rectangle is 12. How did we get that? This portion is 10, and these two, the edges of these 2 longs are 1. 10 plus 2 is 12. Let's count how much we have inside, though. We have 100, 110, 120, but we need to have 168. So let's keep counting. We have 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have 168 inside. Let's count that. 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. And our quotient will be the length of this side. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 168 divided by 12 equals 14. Feel free to rewind the video and you'll be able to see how we got the quotient. Sometimes we'll have to regroup. So let's try a problem where that's required. Here we have 216 divided by 18. First, I'm going to rewrite the problem so that it reminds me of our rectangle model that we did before. Remember, when we see division, the dividend is the area of the inside, and the divisor is the length of one side. And what we're solving for, which is the quotient, is the length, the unknown length of the other side. So let's start with 216. Now, most people are tempted to make 2 blocks here because we have 200, and then they say, okay, I need to have 18 on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 longs and 100. But if I count this, there's a problem. This is 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. But then I have another 100 here. So this is actually 280. But I know that my model is only supposed to have 216. So I need to regroup this 100 for 10. I need to regroup this 100 for 10 longs. So I'm going to do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I still have 280. So I'm actually going to just try to find a way to make 216 without all of these extra longs. So this side is worth 18, and I have 180. So I really just need to count out longs on this side so that I have 216. I have 180, so I'm going to count out until I have 216. Right now I have 180, 190, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, 215, 216. Now I have 216. Oh, my quotient is available to me as well. 10, 11, 12. So 216 divided by 18 equals 12. And this is called using the area model, and we're using the area model for division. Now we're going to look at one more problem that we need to regroup. We're going to rewrite the problem in a way that's easy for us to visualize that this is an area model of division. We have 228 as our area. 12 is the length of one side, or the divisor, and we're looking for the length of this side, or we would call it the quotient. Let's take our base 10 blocks that we're drawing instead of using. We have 100, but we need to have 12 on one side. So we have 100, 10, 20. Let's verify. This side is 10, and then we have 2 more. So it is 12. I have 120, but I need to have 228. So 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Let's see if this will work. 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, that's 216. So that means I need more. 220 or 210. Let's try again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now I have 228. My rectangle is complete. Let's figure out what the quotient is. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 228 divided by 12 equals 19. And let's make a connection with this last problem so that you can see how this fits into the box model. You might remember that I did this in class. If we were to split our rectangle here, you would see that this looks just like the models that we did in 4th grade. 228 divided by 12 equals 19 is the same thing as 12 times 19 equals 228. Here we have 10 and 2. Let's divide this again. It disappeared on us. Here we have 10 times 10. Here we have 9. And all we have to do is, if you notice, all we did was multiply. Here we have 100. We have 20. We have 90. And then we have 18. And when you add all of these together, you will get 228. I hope this was helpful. I will show you a few pictures of what this looks like with base 10 blocks. And that'll be it for this video. Let your teachers know if you need help. We're always here for you. See you soon. Okay, so boys and girls, just as an example, the one that we just did that says 228 divided by 12, this is what we've been doing in class. Here on the side, we have the 12. And then up here at the top, we have our quotient, which is 19. And if we split this into the box model, you can really see where we're getting our numbers from. Here we have 16 right there. We've got 100 right here. We have 20 right there. And then we have 90 right here. And all of these come together to equal 228. And when we put them all together, it makes a perfect rectangle because our division that we're working on right now is using the area model. If there were a remainder, they'd be out here somewhere. Hope this helps. Until next time.